Tell you what, Mother Mercy.
Hiya, Snooks.
All right, I do love a bit of theatre.
Oh, that was beautiful. And it looks like we are ready to get on the way with our final game today. And we're looking at the Expendables 3D versus Power of Scotland.
I reckon this is going to be a good one. Like, they've all been good ones, but this is going to be...
I'm excited.
Oof.
Oh, and straight away, a cheeky star pass.
I reckon this is going to be start as you mean to go on. So that is Fish is out first. But Nuke, lead jammer, calls it off.
And up to jam next for Expendables. I do believe that's Abnorman.
And up for Power of Scotland is Dog, number 82. We do apologise if you get any screaming coming across you folks. We are sat in amongst the fans.
We are right in the thick of it.
We're not like old Robert Quadriguez and James Brown grooving it up on stage. Very tight pack there starting off this game. This jam even, the game started.
And Power of Scotland's jammer choosing to sort of stay with his blockers. Now trying to get through the wall of Expendables. Abnorman still fighting at the back.
Trying to work his way into that wall.
Now Optimus Grimes blocking on the track today. We didn't see him yesterday.
I tell you what, he's looking fresh for it. That may be just the thing that Power of Scotland needed. And Dog has been taken off and recycled back very nearly to that Roller Derby City jammer line.
And Abnorman out the pack now. He is your lead jammer.
Dog managing to take Matt Lovin off his feet, but then got to try and get past Lion. Oh, yeah, and I do believe that's roll call, yeah.
Some hard hits on Dog there.
Dog thinking he'd finally made it out of that pack, but Lion, oh yeah, right up front.
Abnorman passed through, picking up 5 points. Abnorman gets in there, calls it off. Manages to pick up another 2 points. So we're going to have first points on the board. It's 7 to Expendables, 0 to Power of Scotland.
I tell you, up to jam for this one for the Power of Scotland. Had what I believe a phenomenal day yesterday. The real Scrim Shady.
Yeah, it really made a difference here. And we have Finch on the jam line for Expendables. Finch had to take some time out yesterday. Got a cut on his eyebrow, bleeding quite severely, but he's okay to play today. And he's straight through for lead jammer.
Real Scrim Shady up on his toe stops along that inside line. Managed to stay in bounds.
Fish taking him out, but getting taken out himself for his trouble.
Finch getting through there, unseen by those Power of Scotland blockers.
Oh, and a Fish with another big hit, taking the Real Scrim Shady out. And then gets himself back to the front of the pack, but the Real Scrim Shady passing through on the apex.
Real Scrim Shady is out, and he is chasing down Finch.
Yep, Finch just picking up one at the back there, calling it off.
I tell you what, he called that off just in the nick of time. Real Scrim Shady was not far behind him at all.
No, not at all. Scrim Shady fast. Oh, and now we're seeing up on the line for the Expendables the Canadian guest. It is Flustercluck. Flustercluck just absolutely blew us out of the water yesterday.
Yeah.
A phenomenal skater.
Caused me a little bit of trouble earlier on in the day.
Yes.
And that is a 0-9 Nuke jamming for Power of Scotland. Again, Nuke having a great day yesterday. Up front now with Chronic and Neil Halado.
Neil Halado and Chronic, even though Chronic's taking a trip to the box, being signalled back onto the track. Oh, and it looks...
Me oh my.
Flustercluck picking up a cut track, making his way round. So can Power of Scotland put some points on the board now? Oh!
Okay, Nuke was successful in picking up lead jammer for Power of Scotland. Is then on a power jam with Fluster in the box. Then gets called for a cut himself, so we will have ourselves a jammer switcheroo. Of course, meaning jam will run for the full 2 minutes. No lead jammer now.
Big offensive rush there from the Expendables.
You will also spot on your screens right now, ladies and gents, Whiten McDye back on skates after his sprain yesterday. I've seen him warming up and he looks top form. Both jammers back on track now. And Flustercluck getting called for a cut track penalty. That does mean that Nuke has a power jam, but he's got that pair of Neil Hilado and Chronic up front trying to hold him back.
Neil Hilado, I said yesterday, some of the best positional blocking I've ever seen from a male.
Absolutely phenomenal. He's had an incredible weekend.
So both teams really penalty heavy straight off the gate.
Yep, Skate Hut are definitely getting what they pay for with their sponsored penalty box. Nice little power jam there.
Yep, lining up to jam now for the Expendables. Once again, it's Abnorman.
And that is Dog that he is up against. Para Scotland with a slight pack advantage. Tonka in the penalty box for the Expendables. And now only 3 points in it. 15 to Para Scotland, 18 to the Expendables. 23 minutes 40. Dog edging his way around, staying on his toe stop, staying in bounds after taking those hits. He does pick up lead, but he is recycled back by Matt Lovin.
Something we saw several times yesterday. In the meantime, Abnorman. Oh, Cronenberg going for a last-minute hit. Takes Abnorman out, but manages to go out himself.
Dog managing to get through and putting some points on the board, I do believe. No, my mistake.
No, he got recycled back in, so that was still his initial pass.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now we've got Finch jamming for the Expendables.
And Real Scrim Shady up to jam for Para Scotland.
Bit of a replay of earlier.
Not so much a pack as a mass of bodies.
And Finch does make it through that mass and gets lead jammer.
Chronic heading to the penalty box, along with, I believe that's Deadly Nedley. Jinx. Gonna make things a little bit easier for Real Scrim Shady. And Disasteroid off as well.
Yeah, picked up an out of play there.
Neil Hilado currently the only expendable on track. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are playing the roller derby drinking game, don't do anything. There were some points late going up on the board. Just leave it as it is.
So up to jam for the first time in this game for the Expendables. It's 1-1-7. It's roll call.
He will be up against 0-9 Nuke for Power of Scotland. Nuke managing to make his way past Matt Lovin up front for the Expendables to pick up lead jammer status.
And roll call also out of the pack trying to chase him down.
Matt Lovin managing to take Nuke off on the Nuke calling it off, but both teams picking up points.
Roll call managing to pick up 3 points as well there. Fish lining up to jam for the Expendables now.
And Dog for Power of Scotland.
Skate Hut penalty box with a blocker each standing, ready to go. Lead jammer to Fish.
I tell you what, if GIF had connected with that hit, Fish would have been wiped clean off the track. Collection of blockers going off track along with Dog, meaning he gets through with a no pass, no penalty.
Quick turn and call from Fish there.
Since they are so busy at the moment, I want to give a shout out to Skate Hut. Skate gear at reasonable prices, locally based in Hailton. Proud sponsors of both Central City Roller Girls, the Crash Test Brummies, and our penalty box today. Skate Hut have also generously provided us with our trophies. Thank you very much, guys.
Jamming for the Expendables, we have Fluster Clark.
And as that smaller jammer disappearing into the pack, Real Scrim Shady speeding round now, chasing down Fluster Clark.
Yeah, Fluster Clark awarded lead jammer, and he's not slow. Straight into the back of Cronenberg there, decides to call it off from the floor.
Another 2 points apiece, though.
Scores incredibly close right now. Power of Scotland on 24, Expendables sitting just in the lead on 31.
As we mentioned, skater we didn't get to see yesterday, Optimus Grime now up to jam for his first time today for Power of Scotland. And yes, do not adjust your television sets. That is a blue beard he's sporting.
He's jamming against, I believe that's Ab Norman. Be interesting to see the difference between the scores from yesterday and today, whether Optimus Grime makes that difference.
Well, he has managed to break through that pack to pick up lead jammer. Abnorman still trying to fight his way through.
Oh, Optimus Grime, little turn on the apex, stays in play, beautiful.
I think we're probably allowed to call that an arabesque.
And I would call that an arabesque. It's power of the Bluebeard.
An apex arabesque.
Oh, straight into that wall of green.
Taking Finch off his feet.
Didn't stand a chance. Oh, but Finch gets a little bit of a retaliation there.
Finch's revenge.
Optimus Grime's having none of it.
Yeah, Optimus Grime calling that jam. Closing that gap as well. 20.
I think we're going to see a lead change.
Oh my, now it's safe. If you are playing the roller derby drinking game, ladies and gents, now is time to take your drink. Expendables 31, Power Scotland 34.
I think this is going to be a very different game today from all the games Expendables had yesterday. Obviously, Expendables winning every one of their games, all 5 of their 30-minute games yesterday, which no one else obviously was able to do.
Jamming for Power Scotland now, getting into the thick of that pack is 09 Nuke.
And Fish is jamming for the Expendables.
And Nuke picks up lead while Fish gets recycled back once again.
Oh, Fish just one, gets past Cronenberg, but Nuke's already in on his scoring pass.
Chronic and roll call to get past. They take him off on the outside. But he does pick up the points, and he does call off the jam. Real Scrim Shady up to jam now for Power of Scotland.
Going up against Fluster Clark for Expendables.
Both teams with blockers in the box. Solid 3-wall work from both sides, though, managing to hold those jammers and even some recycling in there as well.
And Fluster Clark, though, just able to go around the outside to pick up lead jammer. Oh, and a big takedown from Chronic on the Real Scrim Shady.
I reckon Scrim Shady thought that he had that one in the bag.
Yeah.
He didn't account for a Chronic. He
Fluster
did, however.
Fluster Clark tried to just tiptoe around there, but it didn't quite work. Had to get recycled back. And it looks like Giff picking up a penalty at the end of that last one, so he's gone to take a seat at the opposite end to Deadly Nedley.
Pair of pivots in the box.
Oh dear.
Got to be a joke in there somewhere.
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 What happens when 2 pivots go to a box?
Now got to find some way to make no star passes funny.
Right, we've got roll call jamming for the Expendables.
Dog stuck up front trying to get past that wall of green.
Oh. Roll call having to sort of step over his own blocker there, gets himself recycled to the back.
Dog bumping chests with Finch and Tonka, does manage to break through, but they did not give him an easy ride. Dog calling off that jam, picking up 2, but not before 3 points picked up by roll call.
So we've just gone over halfway through the first half. Score currently standing at 35 to Expendables, 39 to Power of Scotland.
Nuke up for Power of Scotland.
Once again, it's Fish for the Expendables.
Both jammers searching for those holes in those walls.
Fish gets recycled all the way to the back by the White and McDye. And Optimus Grime don't take a seat in the penalty box now.
Reanimated Giff managing to clear some space on the inside for Nuke. Everyone man on Chronic. Both jammers out the pack, but Nuke is lead.
Bow. Quick call off.
3 points. 3 points there picked up for Power of Scotland. 2 points for Expendables.
Yep. Just 5 points in it at the moment.
And that is a team timeout heading over to the Expendables 3D. Tell you what, I've spoken to a couple of people today, Mercy, asking their predictions for this game. And I think a lot of people thought that Expendables were going to come and clean house.
Yep. Everyone who I sort of spoke to after watching the Expendables yesterday and how they dominated on track, it was pretty much a given. But as we're seeing today, nothing's a given.
We've got 2 trophies already leaving the country.
Tironi said they wanted the smaller trophy because it was easier to put in their hand luggage.
I was thinking who would take that home and how they'd get it through customs.
So it looks like we're just about ready to get back underway now. Flustercluck lining up to jam for the Expendables.
And he is slipping around, juking and jiving, trying to throw off the real Scrim Shady.
Lino, yeah, recycling Squirrel Scrim Shady to the back. In the meantime, Flustercluck collects lead jammer. Oh, Flustercluck able to just sneak through on the inside line. Real Scrim Shady gets out as well, so he chooses to call it, but not before he's picked up 5 points.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you're that way inclined, take yourself a drink. Power of Scotland 42, Expendables 43.
Got a feeling it's going to be like this for a while.
Yeah, I got a feeling that our folks at home are probably going to be wishing that they hadn't played the roller derby drinking game come work Monday morning.
So I think that's Fish. Yeah, that's Fish jamming for the Expendables this time.
I think that's Dog wedged in the pack.
Oh, Giff going for that last minute hit, but Fish able to shrug it off.
Just overheard our in-house cohorts. If you fancy throwing a hashtag in there, hashtag FishVDog.
Dog getting recycled all the way to the back again. White and McDye taking out his own jammer. Cronenberg, Chronic's waiting there. Cronenberg comes in, takes him out.
Dog ducking and diving, weaving, hoping that he has managed to get past the last of Chronic and Neil Halado. Dog finally breaking out, being held back for nearly a full minute before making his initial pass.
And Fish getting in there, calling it off. So now we're looking at Power of Scotland on 42. Expendables just ahead with 53.
Nuke and Fish on the jammer line, skating small circles around each other.
Oh, Finch,
Yeah,
they got the cut track.
Yeah. So Nuke now on a power jam, going to try and break his way through to make the most of it.
But he's got Matt Lovin, Tonka, Roll Call, and Deadly Nedley to contend with.
Some great waterfalling by these guys. Good bridging as well. Finch is standing in the penalty box.
Lovely communication from the Expendables there. So Nuke is out for lead jammer, but it took the full 30 seconds. In the meantime, Finch is out and back on track.
Yeah. And he is so close on Nuke's behind.
Forcing Nuke to make that call there.
Sometimes no points is good points. Kinda.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we have Flustercluck going up against Optimus Grime, and it's a bit of a David and Goliath situation.
He is like literally a head smaller than that man and at least half the size. I think if we do the math, we've probably got 3 Flustercluck size jammers on that line.
Yes. And Optimus Grime once again just trying to barrel his way through at the start. Both jammers getting recycled to the back now.
Good fast footwork from Grime there, managing to tidy himself back on track behind.
Absolutely.
Xavier
All the
Bacon.
Expendables trying to hold Optimus back there. Gets recycled as well.
Neil Harlado with those quick feet, taking him back to that Roller Derby City sponsored jammer line.
And finally, Flustercluck able to get through and for lead jammer. Took 40 seconds.
40 seconds. I looked at the clock exactly the same time as you did.
I like the fact that Optimus Grime has a lovely smile on his face right now. Oh, Lion, oh yeah, coming in with a lovely little hit.
Yeah, from what we understand, Optimus Grime hasn't been very well, and that may well be the reason that he didn't make it yesterday. So he's probably overjoyed that he's here today.
Yeah. So, yeah, Optimus Grime
already committed to that hit.
Yeah, I'll go. I know it was me. I'm off.
Sorry, Chief. I think even his bench was saying, no,
get back.
Sort yourself out, mate. Seen that a couple of times today. When you've committed to that hit, it's
very hard to pull it back at the last second.
Absolutely. Especially when you go in with that amount of force. So
now Fish has a power jam, already out for lead.
Tell you what, there's only 2 empty seats in that skate hut penalty box.
Well, Matt Loving got sent off. He's got to come back on because there's no room at the inn.
No room at the inn.
Oh. But Fish picked up a cut track. Optimus Grime already standing to leave.
Fish has also just picked up an insubordination, so he will serve a minute.
Full minute.
The amount of times I've had to stop myself from saying he will serve a full 2 minutes in the box. How old school is that?
A massive, massive hit from Optimus Grime from Roll Call. But Optimus Grime didn't look like... Oh!
Hate to say it, Roll Call kind of asked for that.
He really did. Quite literally, I think from reading his lips, he said, "Come and hit me in the face again." We don't want to see that, Charlie.
Maybe Grime just wanted a kiss. He thought roll call was a bit saucy.
Oh!
That was a thing of beauty. Big hit from Helado, takes down.
I think roll call fully aware of what he did there.
Matt Lovin taking a big hit, rocks him.
Oh!
And
that's something you don't see often.
No.
Is Matt Lovin getting taken down like that.
I tell you what, folks, the crowd are going absolutely insane for Power Scotland right now. Fish is back on track, and he is driving that Power Scotland pack forwards.
This is going to be the boost that Power Scotland needs.
Fish makes his way out for a natural, vegan-friendly Grand Slam pass. And that jam reaches its natural conclusion.
Are we sure that was 2 minutes? Because it felt so much longer.
I do believe that was a 10-minute jam. Another mercy.
Unsurprisingly, the Expendables are going to be calling for an official review.
They are, of course, allowed one official review per half, if I'm not mistaken.
If the official review is upheld, though, it rolls over.
Yep.
It looks like quite a friendly official review at the moment. Everyone's smiling, at least.
They're like, well, this is a nice opportunity for us to stop and have a chat. By the sounds of things, on a particular pass on that last jam, Matt Lovin pantsed himself.
Optimus Grime hit him so hard, he hit him out of his pants. That's a hard hit.
Not just his socks.
Hit him
he
out
knocked
of his
pants off.
And looks like we're just about ready to get back underway. And we are. Finch is jamming for the Expendables. And I do believe that's for real Scrim Shady, who unfortunately got called for a cut track.
So no lead jammer as yet.
No,
Finch
still
trying to
make
get
his way through.
I don't think the Expendables have realised that real Scrim Shady has been sent to the box, because we still have ourselves quite a pack pace. Finch taking a big hit from number 19. Judda Jam, should have known.
Oh, Finch just side surfing around the outside there.
Styling it out.
Oh, once again, Giff was just glued to him, but Finch just clawing on that outside line.
Tell you what, it must be something about those pants. Matt Lovin knocked on his butt once again.
Now Rim Skrill Shady, he's made his initial pass.
White and McDye managing to take off Finch on the outside and recycling him back. Finch making the choice to call the jam, though.
Oh, well, there we go. So we've just learned that Green Team were calling for questioning the insubordination awarded, may have been to roll call to one of their skaters. It stood. And also Power Scotland wanted to check that the points were correct, and that also stood. They were correct. So no more official reviews for this half, at least.
Flustercluck taken off and recycled to the back. Meanwhile, I believe that is Nuke stuck up front.
Indeed, Nuke just getting stuck in that wall of green, letting Flustercluck sneak through on the inside line.
Abnorman trying to go for some of that thigh blocking. Not successful. Nuke does manage to shrug it off.
And in all fairness, there was a bit of a call from the crowd. If Abnorman's thigh comes into contact with Nuke's stomach, it's legal.
Absolutely. So long as it was that thigh and not the knee.
Not the knee, yeah.
It's all gravy, baby. Nuke one-on-one with Abnorman once again. Out of play call sees him through to pick up a 4-pack of points.
And Flustercluck had come round, took a big hit on turn 3, decided to call it off there. Oh, so Expendables just pulling away a tiny bit now. Power of Scotland's on 56, Expendables on 85.
Dog and Neil Halado getting
First
low
time
on that
we've
jammer
seen
line.
Neil Halado jamming in this game.
Yes.
Oh.
Dog showing he's got the skills to pay the bills, racing through that pack.
Neil Halado didn't notice White Madai had run back, picked up a cut track. He takes a seat in the penalty box.
So Dog now on a power jam.
Dog not someone you want to power jam when it's against you.
No. Matt Lovin and roll call up front.
Matt Lovin picked up a cut track there.
Things getting a little bit easier for Dog. Matt Lovin going to the box, as you say, cut track.
Fish being held at the back.
3 blockers apiece on track. Neil Halado standing in the box, and he is out.
Neil Halado just slamming into that wall.
White and McDye chasing him down, clips him with a hip check. Not enough to take him off track, though.
Oh, it looks like roll call's calmed down a bit now.
Yeah. Maybe he's got it out of his system.
Let's hope. I will say, with penalties so heavy this weekend, is it down to just boys being a bit angry?
Could be. I mean, I've lost count of how many times I've said it. It's been a long, physical weekend.
5 games apiece yesterday.
Yep. And that is half time. Although they weren't. Real Scream Shady didn't know it. Right, so half time ends 66 points to the Power of Scotland, 85 to the Expendables.
Who saw it coming?
Not me. Right, we will take ourselves a brief intermission, and we will see you on the other side for the conclusion of the Brummies European Alternative Roller Derby Invitational 2014.
BEARDi! So we've got 30 seconds till we get underway with the second half of this game.
Hot damn. Right, if you recall, the last half ended with 2 Expendables in the box, 1 Power of Scotland in the box, 66 to Power of Scotland, 85 to the Expendables.
And we're starting with Flustercluck jamming for the Expendables, and I do believe that's Dog for the Power of Scotland.
It is. The ill-fitting helmet panty on his massive hockey helmet. It's got to be Dog.
On his massive head.
His massive head pin.
Done.
Jam is on, and that is a reasonably fast pack for us to get started with. And Dog slips round the outside to take lead jammer status straight off the bat.
Oh.
White and McDye saying, I'm okay, folks. Here's an apex jump for you.
Dog already through for a scoring pass.
Big hit from Matt Lovin. Matt Lovin even takes him off his feet. Matt Lovin.
Oh, Optimus Crime flew out there.
Grime and Chronic, I tell you what, I didn't realise until I saw that happen. That was a block that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
And that is Nuke and Finch up to jam for their respective teams.
Familiar faces.
Well, now we can spot Finch a mile off because he's got that massive patch on his face.
It's not quite a pirate.
No, not quite. Probably wouldn't have been too practical with the game today.
No. Peripheral vision.
Yeah, his pack awareness probably would have suffered quite a lot.
But his jamming hasn't.
Definitely
and he's
not.
a helpful lead jammer.
Nuke being recycled back by Matt Lovin. Deadly Nedley doing some nice bridge work for him. Sorting his teeth out, you know. Couldn't help myself, I'm sorry.
Nuke just having a little bit of a tussle with Matt Lovin at the back. Finch through for a scoring pass, picking up 5 points.
And that is a vegan-friendly natural grand slam. Big hit from Cronenberg, taking Finch off track, but I believe that is a blocking out of play, so he has been sent off. And he'll have to go all the way back around.
Yeah, went the wrong way to the penalty box. But Nuke finally able to break free.
That outside line was wide open. I just saw Roll Call's face like, can't believe we lost that. And Finch calls off the jam for another 4 points.
So just to update you very quickly, Power of Scotland on 71. The Expendables just short of a century now, 99 points.
Tantalisingly close.
Fluster Clock lining to jam up for the Expendables.
It's facing off against the real Scrim Shady. Pretty sure I just saw Reanimated GIF and Chronic have a bit of a moment. The Rolling Derby City Jammer line having lots of action right now.
GIF really just like a one-man wall.
Yeah. Real Scrim Shady nearly making his way through. Neil Hilado edging him off on the inside.
Getting knocked all over the place.
Yeah, Fluster Clock not sure there if he had been knocked off. I think he was in bounds when he hit the ground.
Well, he was in bounds, but his hands were out.
Ah, there we go.
So he would have had to have removed himself from the track before standing up.
Fair enough.
Which he did. 1 foot was out when he stood. Now we're going to see Abnorman jamming for the Expendables.
And up against he with the big head. Dog.
Head. Done.
Head. Both quite leggy jammers.
All the limbs. Expendables with some nice waterfalling there. Still trying to hold Dog back.
Big hit check from Deadly Nedley, but that is a low block, so he's heading to the box. Matt Lovin and Roll Call still holding Dog up front. And just as Dog emerges from the pack, he picks up a forearms penalty.
Abnorman still not able to break through on his initial pass. Just got to come up against White and McDye. Oh! GIF followed him round, but managed to stay on. And it is a power jam at the moment to the Expendables. Dog picking something up, as dogs do, and going to sit in the box.
I believe that was a forearms penalty he picked up. Tibia bone. Nice footwork by Abnorman.
But Judder Jam not leaving it alone, and he picks up an out-of-play block there.
Dog making his way back on track. Abnorman saying to his teammates, check him out, he's back on.
Dog coming back on as Abnorman was coming round there.
Yeah,
just decides to drop him off.
Nice fifth blocker work. And the Expendables there attempting to take Dog as one of their own, enveloping him in a big green cuddle.
So the Expendables this year came out as the Expendables 3D. Obviously, it's the third year that the Expendables have been going now, and obviously it's a pickup team. So what are they going to do next year for year 4?
You see, my assumption of like 4D has always been smell-o-vision, which, quite frankly, this weekend has already been.
I've never been in a hall that smelt so bad.
I have unfortunately been on the sidelines when many skaters have skated past this weekend, and they always seem to skate past when I've got my mouth open.
Oh, not with your mouth open.
No, I've tasted some unpleasant things on the air this weekend.
Back on the track, Fluster Clark, and I do believe that's number 9 there, so that's Nuke. Still trying to make their way through. Fluster Clark is through, though. He's lead jammer. He picks up a 5-point pass. Nuke, I think, still on his initial.
He is still on his initial. Just every time he thinks he's managed to get through, he's back up against Chronic or he's back up against Fish, or Neil Hilado gets his hips in.
Just some, again, lovely waterfalling from the Expendables.
For a minute there, I saw Flustercluck clawing off the jam. I'd also had a penalty whistle, and I thought, no, it's fine.
He was all right.
I just couldn't see him because he was kneeling on the floor.
Lining up to jam this time. We've got roll call, and he's having a little cuddle with a lovely face of White and McDye.
I think this weekend I've developed myself a bit of a derby crush on White McDye.
Oh, he's one of my favourites.
It's absolutely incredible. And I defy anyone to say, oh, you know, I've not got the right wheels or I've not got the right skates. I can't do this. I'm sure that those wheels that he skates on, his light-up ones, they're probably not much cop.
And unfortunately, they didn't like the way there because he got a cut track.
Yeah, he's probably doing himself no favours, actually. The refs can spot a mile off where he is on track from those wheels.
So roll call now with a power jam advantage. But that's not a wall that you want to come up against.
No.
We've got Optimus Grime, Reanimated GIF, Cronenberg, and is that Judda Jam
That's Judda
as well?
Jam.
That's a hard wall. That's a wall that'd make me cry.
I saw Tonka go in to throw a massive...
Optimus Grime. What if you're going to go anyone? Don't try and go Grime.
No.
Oh!
White and McDye back on track, and no one saw him coming.
Oh! Roll call calling it. White and McDye, though, just snuck through, managed to pick up 2 points.
I think, I could be mistaken, I think right at the end of that jam, Roll Call picked up a back block penalty. I think it was when he took out Reanimated GIF.
Yep, I do believe so.
He's heading to the box.
I think he stopped for a chat on the way. Quick apology.
I was about to say, that's not it's not going to get you a delay of gameplay, is it? Oh, what? Nope.
No, I think we were getting a little bit confused here. I think what happened is they presumed roll call had been called off for a black block. But Igor, who was his jam ref, said no, it wasn't a back block. He made legal contact.
Fair enough. Sneaky star pass straight off the line from, that was Flustercluck to Neil Hilado.
Neil Hilado, though, not able to break through the pack. Will Scrim Shady got recycled to the back also. So if anything, we've gone backwards in this jam.
Yes. I think Real Scrim Shady thought he'd been awarded lead jammer status already. He has not. So he's going to have to keep powering through.
Now, Neil Hilado has picked up... No. Thought he'd picked up a penalty there, but he hasn't. Did pick up quite a massive hit.
I think Scrim Shady, looking to do a star pass to... I think that's Dready Mercury that's now stuck in that Expender cuddle.
Dready Mercury, is the first time he's played with Power of Scotland today. Wasn't he? Oh, Neil Hilado, little step over the apex, almost gets taken out by his own blocker. So let's see if Dready Mercury can do anything with this.
Red Baron clearing space on the inside for Dready Mercury. I literally have no idea what's going on right now.
Well, we've got a power jam because Dready Mercury got sent to the box. Neil Hilado's still on. We got quite a few out of play calls. Flustercluck sitting in the box. Lino, making his way around also. Power of Scotland's got everyone back on track bar the jammer. And that's not going to last long because Cronenberg's now going off for...
I believe that was a clockwise block.
Oh, clockwise block on Cronenberg and a forearms for Fish. It's a busy, busy box right now.
Dready Mercury standing in the box. Seconds left of this jam.
Neil
probably
Hilado
will get out in time.
Neil Hilado just picked up 5 points though. And also
Wow.
Lino, yeah, just being released at the end. And I do believe we have both two skaters foul out. We're going to see Kronenberg and Fish. One apiece.
Almost looked there that they were like, we go into the box together, we come out of the box together.
So we're taking their places. We're going to have Optimus Grime.
And I believe that's 1 UP, Not So Gentle.
Not So Gentle, yeah.
Do you know what? I think we might actually be ahead of our in-house counterparts, having spotted that foul out there.
You know, someone's got to be on it.
That's why they pay us the big bucks, Mother Mercy. Roll call and White McDye sharing another little cuddle on the jammer line.
Aww.
If they're not careful, people will start to talk.
People will start talking. Mainly us.
Pretty much, yeah.
It looks like we're ready to go.
And Finch breaks out to take lead for the Expendables as Dog heads to the penalty box. I believe that may have been a cut track.
Matt Loving with a big hit on reanimated gift there. I saw people move. Optimus Grime had come back on.
Yeah. Better step out of the way, lads.
Yeah. Because if you don't step out of the way, oh, a lovely little step over Finch from Gift.
Little bit of a jig there almost. Finch racking up these points. Dog back on track.
Nice bit of side surfing there from Finch.
Matt Lowen getting called for I believe that's elbows.
Finch saw a reanimated gift coming in for that big swooping hit. Just stopped, let him go and carried on.
I didn't see it happen. I did see GIF on the side of the track, so like, what? I was about to hit a man. I don't know what happened. Paris Scotland starting this jam with a pack advantage. Matt Lovin in the box for the Expendables.
Fluster Clark lining up to jam for Expendables.
And that is Nuke for Paris Scotland, 0-9. Paris Scotland, 73 points. Expendables, 150.
Yeah, Expendables really starting to cement their lead here now.
16.5 minutes thereabouts left of this game.
And we have lead jammer awarded to Nuke.
Fluster Clark also makes his way out, chasing him down less than about a third of a lap behind. I think Fluster Clark was happy about that.
Picked up 2 points. 2 or 3? Yep, 3 points
3
apiece.
points.
Little bit of shouting from Paris Scotland bench there, sorting the house out. Now we have an official timeout called.
I believe that's just for a bit of quick track maintenance. Just to let you know, guys, the Roller Derby City are Roller Derby owned and operated. All the team kit and apparel that they make is printed by the skaters for the skaters, and they're now making fully sublimated kits for the likes of Team England. Ooh.
Ooh.
Also want to say another massive thank you to Derby Duck Productions for being here this weekend,
Yes.
filming this, and honestly, as I said before, we had some issues with our mics at the start of the day yesterday, and them along with our tournament head announcer Robert Rodriguez, sterling work getting it fixed.
So, Roll Call able to sneak through on the inside, picks up lead, but Reanimated GIF, I believe, with a massive apex jump, follows him through.
He is so low.
Oh.
And GIF does manage to pick up points.
Yep, GIF able to pick up 3 points there.
3 points as well for Roll Call.
Now lining up on the jam line, we have Finch for Power of... Oh, almost got the wrong way around. Finch for the Expendables.
And I believe that is Nuke for Power of Scotland.
Oh, Finch just bullying his way through there.
Nuke being recycled.
Chronic and Malovin there, yeah, doing a great job. Obviously, they've got the advantage, but they're on the same team.
Nuke does manage to make his way through. Chronic heading to the box for what I believe may have been a block and out of play. And Nuke managing to pick up 2 points against Finch's 1.
Finch not quite in time, but Finch had a total of 6 points on that jam.
Dog now up to jam for Power of Scotland.
Going up against Flustercluck for the Expendables 3D.
That is one mega physical pack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. But Flustercluck makes it through.
Reanimated GIF with a big hit right at the end, but Cluck does make his way through.
The thing with Flustercluck is as soon as he's through, he's round so fast.
Tell you what, that was a great hit by Optimus Grime, taking Fluster off track.
Fluster's still able to pick one up, though.
Grinning like a loon.
He liked that one. Lining up to jam for Expendables 3D. It's the happy smiley face of Roll Call.
I can see his grin from here.
I thought that was his mouth guard.
Ah, touche.
Ah.
And that is Nuke jamming for Power of Scotland. Matt Lovin only left to pass. Loads of penalties being picked up there.
Deadly Nedley and the Red Baron both making their way to the box.
We've literally got a pack of 3 people on track.
Now Nukes has overtaken Roll Call. So on that pass, Roll Call unable to pick anything up, but Nuke did pick up 2 points. And now Power of Scotland calling for a team timeout.
There was a period of quiet for the skate hut penalty box, but it has picked up again. All the 3s up on the board at the minute. 11 minutes, 53 seconds. Jam 13. Power of Scotland 83 points. Expendables 163.
So it looks like we've had a second foul out for the Expendables. Deadly Nedley has left the track.
Good spot.
In all honesty, I only spotted him because I just saw him coming up the stairs and he sat near us.
Perks of the bleachers. Power of Scotland got Reanimated GIF up to jam against now the lead jammer, Flustercluck.
But Reanimated GIF not far behind.
Reanimated GIF managing to make it out of the pack just ahead of Flustercluck to pick up those points. Both jammers getting 4, and that micro pack racing round. Zoob coming out of the box actually struggling to pick up momentum to catch up with that pack. He was like, I'm just going to keep trying to... I'll skate here, half a lap behind. It's fine.
So now we've got roll call jamming for Expendables.
And that is Dog up to jam. I can see a grin on his face as well for Power of Scotland. Roll call. Oh, we both spoke at the same time.
Roll call just hanging around with the blockers there.
He was adopting that 5th blocker stance.
No, they've both been... Roll call's been hit to the outside. Dog's been hit to the inside. So they're both being recycled back. Yeah. Oh!
Oosh. Dog just narrowly making out of that pack before roll call.
Roll call having a lovely time. He's like, I don't mind.
The Expendables are a cuddly bunch, aren't they?
They are.
Nil point.
Oh, so someone's lost something on track. There we go.
Yeah, I saw our alt ref dash into the track while the pack was up on turn 3 to retrieve a knee pad cover.
So now once again Finch is jamming for the Expendables 3D. He's going up against Nuke. Now Nuke's gonna... Nuke, yep, I think he's passed the star to reanimating GIF. You can never quite tell nowadays if they've passed or not, especially from this sort of distance. You know, did they do it or did they fake it? Unfortunately, reanimated GIF, though, picking something up and taking a seat in the box.
GIF all on his own in that penalty box. First time in a while.
Oh. Little cheer from the crowd for White and McDye there.
Finch with a little bit of juking and jive and an attempted fake out. Gets a massive hit from Optimus Grime for his troubles.
In the meantime, Nuke is back on track, but the Expendables more than aware and ready for him.
Just had
oh no, not Nuke. I apologise. Reanimated GIF.
Reanimated GIF, yeah. GIF does manage to make his way past
Oh!
Xavier Bacon, who was giving him a whole lot of trouble.
Xavier Bacon, though, just skated directly into Optimus Grime. And, yeah,
probably
that's never going to end well for
probably
you.
Not his best choice of the day. The audience informing Power of Scotland that they've got one blocker off.
Lining up to jam for the Expendables. It is Abnorman. So I'd like to say that Snoog's just lost her folder and it was retrieved by the lovely skaters from Tampere. But not only are they good skaters, they're lovely people.
Very gentlemanly.
Oh!
Dog now back on the flat track, picking up lead jammer status for Power of Scotland. Abnorman trying to make his way through that wall.
Yeah, Red Baron trying to push him off to the inside, but Abnorman manages to hang on. Now, Expendables really suffering penalty-wise for the last few minutes. Already seen 2 skaters foul out, and now I believe we're going to see a third. We're going to see Matt Lovin foul out now.
Being escorted off track by our old ref.
Still got 7 minutes left.
Fish standing up in the crowd with Deadly Nedley saying, come on, mate, we've got space for you.
You're not supposed to have a team bench in the crowd.
No, not so much, no.
It's not something to be proud of, boys.
Gonna have ourselves an official timeout just so we make sure we've got a skater in the box. That is V8 Tonka.
Yep, Tonk's taking over there. At the moment, the score standing at 90 to Power of Scotland, 177 to Expendables 3D.
6 minutes, 30 seconds left of this second half even. It's not the first half.
And Flustercluck is out for lead jammer, hotly followed by Nuke, who's not far behind. But again, Flustercluck just picks up speed so easily.
I think we should check his skates at the end of the game, make sure there's no alternative propulsion system.
But it looks like we've got a fast pack happening here.
Roll call picking up a low block penalty. For a moment there, I thought Fu Mandrew was going to propose to Holly Sheep.
Could have been a bit awkward.
Little bit.
And Fu Mandrew, our head ref, being reminded to do his laces up. So now we've got Deadly Nedley jamming against Optimus Grime. Tried to do a little bit of positional blocking there.
I'm going to have to correct you there, Mother Mercy.
Oh, not Deadly Nedley.
It's
It's Neil Hilado. It's because... Oh...
Optimus Grime picking up a forearms penalty, heading to the box. Neil Hilado managing to make his way past that 2-wall of Reanimated Gift and Dog.
So now, Power of Scotland taking prime position in the penalty box. 2 blockers and a jammer.
We need to tell them that it's not actually a bake sale in there.
No.
So roll call ready and waiting to get out of that penalty box at the start of this next jam. Pack of 5 on track. Flustercluck going to try and get past White and McDye, and I believe that, yep, Judder jam, he is successful. Roll call and Not So Gentle racing ahead, making a pack pace. Lion, oh yeah, and I believe that's Xavier Bacon heading to the box for, I think that might have been failure to reform.
I do believe so.
Para Scotland fully back on track, and Flustercluck does call the jam.
Total turnaround.
Okay, back on track. The Power of Scotland have a pack advantage to 4 of their blockers to Tonka and Chronic. In all fairness, if you're going to put 2 blockers up, they're the ones you're going to do.
Tonka and Chronic. Out of what they've got left.
Absolutely, it's depleting on that bench. Real Scrim Shady throwing a massive hit, managed to take.
And I think one of Tonka's massive shin pads actually just came off. He had to remove himself in play to put it back on.
Yeah, man, had to remove himself from track. Para Scotland swarmed Chronic, and he didn't even see Real Scrim Shady make his way around. And again, if I'm not mistaken, Finch not yet making his initial pass.
No, Finch still to do that.
And that jam does see Para Scotland picking up 14 points and breaking the century. 106 points to Expendables 187.
So we've got Flustercluck jamming for the Expendables, going up against Nuke for Power of Scotland.
Flustercluck looking to go on that outside line, trying to get his team to sweep unsuccessfully.
We've only got just under 2 minutes left in this game now.
White and McDye blocking Flustercluck out into the outside and taking him back before picking up a skating out of bounds penalty. Nuke still trying to break through that wall.
Flustercluck's being recycled to the back, so he's not got through either.
And Flustercluck has picked up a penalty. I didn't see what it was, but that does mean that Nuke now has a power jam if he can get past Not So Gentle and Chronic. If.
That's a big if.
And now Neil Hilado is up there as well. Roll call, trying to get his digs in. They do need to remember that bridge, though.
Yeah. Which hasn't been so much of a problem because Power of Scotland choosing to go in to try and play offense. And now we've had a star pass. I believe, yeah, we've passed a Judder Jam.
Yep, probably not as stealthy as they would have liked. Judder Jam taking big hits from Chronic. I tell you what, I'm pretty impressed with Chronic, still having so much left in the tank.
Yeah.
Flustercluck is standing in the penalty box.
Roll call going for the cut. Getting all the way back. Not quite in time, though, because Judder Jam was already on track.
Judder Jam picking up a cut track penalty. Chronic also going to the box. I didn't see what that was for, though. And that jam reaching its natural conclusion. And that's full time, Mother Mercy.
It is indeed. And the unofficial final score, 106 to the Power of Scotland. But our winners today, and the winners of BEARDi 2014 with 187 points, it is the Expendables 3D.